Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss the individual demand curve. Before I will discuss the individual demand curve, I will discuss the minor concept, what we call demand curve. And it is essential before moving forward. We have to understand what we call demand curve. As we have to draw a supply curve, and we have to draw too many curves. But these are based upon these. When we understood this demand curve, then it becomes easy for we people to move on. As yesterday I discussed demand curve, the relationship between price and quantity demanded. This demand curve is based on that schedule. Like I will draw a schedule for understanding purpose. This is price, this is quantity. Quantity demand, I will write in a short form, quantity demand. As yesterday I draw the schedule like price, this is quantity of ice cream. Quantity of ice cream. As I write 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I will write 4, 3, 2, 1. As per this information, what we call demand curve, it is a schedule. In economic term we call it schedule. Table भी हम कह सकते हैं, but best is schedule. Demand curve is a schedule. Based on this schedule, we have to draw the demand curve. Like I will draw. This is y, this is 0, this is x. Here we will write price. Here we will write quantity. Quantity demand. I will write in a short form, quantity demand. Every time you should remember, price variable should be on y-axis, quantity variable should be on x-axis. And we have to know last digit. Here is 4. Meaning we have to write down the variable up to 4. Higher observation is 4. Here higher observation is just 4. Means we have to write down in increasing order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a schedule. Based on schedule, we are drawing the demand curve. What we call demand curve. Yes, as we know, for understanding purpose, I will draw the rows. At price 1, this shows us, this schedule shows as price 1, quantity demand is 4 units of ice cream. Similar, now I have to join to make demand curve. I will take variable according to this schedule. At price 1, quantity demand is 4. I have to join 1 with 4. I will join with 4. Means at price 1, here's the price. At price 1, quantity demand is 4 units. Similarly, at price 2, quantity demand is 3. At price 2. At price 3, 2, quantity demand is 3. Similarly, at price 3, quantity demand is 2. At price quantity demand is 2. Similarly, at 4, quantity demand is 1. At price quantity demand is 1. On the basis of this, we have to join these points. The curve we get, this curve we call demand curve. Demand curve. Means now I can easily define this. If you have to write down what we call, for example, sometimes question in your examination comes, define demand curve. You have to simply write down demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. This is demand schedule. Based on demand schedule, we are drawing demand curve. Means demand curve is a graphical representation of demand schedule. As this shows, if we make analysis, we have no need. If when price is 1, it has changed to 2. 1 unit increase in price leads to 4 3 1 unit decline, simply we can write if price increase from 1 to 2 above, quantity demand decline is 4 to 3, quantity demand decline is 4 to 3. Similar, when price further increase 2 to 3, 2 to 3 below, quantity demand further decline is 3 to 2, quantity further decline. And this schedule shows us if price increases 1 unit increase in price from 1 to 2, there is a 1 unit decline in quantity demand 4 to 3. This process continues, goes on. Means there is an inverse relationship between price and quantity. This schedule shows us. This we call demand curve. Now I will take the concept of individual demand curve. Individual demand curve. I will write here individual demand curve. Individual demand, first concept. Individual demand curve. What we call individual demand curve? Individual demand curve, yes, refers to the quantity of a commodity. Quantity of a commodity that one particular buyer is ready to buy at different prices. As I show in schedule, price may be 1, price may be 2, 3, 4. At these prices, consumer is ready to buy. For at 1 price, he is ready to buy 5 units. At 2, he is ready to buy 2 units. At 3, he is ready to buy 10 units. At a particular point, at a point of time in this definition, I will write definition later on. Point of time and period of time. There is a difference between a period of time and point of time. It plays a very essential role in economics, this point of time and period of time. As some commodities, for example, vegetables are fruits. Fruits have a limited time period, with a point of time. Consumer ready to buy at a point of time at the marketplace. For example, some fruits have a limited point. They should be sold on within this time period, within this time limit. Like I tell fruits. But period of time means, yes, period of time means week, month, yes, year. What do you call this week, month, year? It is for some products, for some goods like capital goods, like machines, a long period of time. They can be sold out long. They cannot go waste if they remain for long duration, for long period. But some commodities, some products, they have a limited time period. As I tell you, fruits, they have a limited time. They should be sold out within this time limit. Otherwise, these we call perishable goods. They have minimum time duration, like vegetables. Now, I will write down the statement. What we call this demand curve? Demand curve shows us quantity of a commodity that one particular buyer is ready to buy at possible prices at a point of time. That is why I make distinction between point of time and period of time. Here I am telling demand curve shows us quantity of a commodity that a particular buyer is ready to buy at possible prices at a point of time. In marketplace, this price may be different. Different products are sold out at different prices, but point of time that plays essential role. Or may I tell for vegetables, some other commodities they have limited time duration. For capital goods, they have long time duration. Now I will draw the schedule in order to show you individual demand, what we call individual demand schedule, individual demand curve. Here I will write price. Here I will write quantity demand. I will write in short form. Here price will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Here I will write 4, 3, 2, 1. This is demand schedule for a quantity demand of ice cream. What we call individual demand curve. Quantity of a commodity, for example, at price 1, consumer is ready to buy 4 units of ice cream. Similarly, at price 2, consumer is ready to buy 3 units of ice cream. Meaning, how much quantity of a commodity a consumer is ready to buy at a point of time. This is the quantity. Now, on the base of this schedule, I will draw the individual demand curve. So y-axis is x-axis. As I tell you, here we have to write down price variable. Here we have to write down quantity demand, simple, short form. Now, price will be written down here 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, quantity will be here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, as per this given schedule, we have to join quantity of the commodity, price with quantity of the commodity. At price 1, we have to join it with quantity 4. At 4. Similarly, at price 2, we have to join it with quantity 3. Similar, at price 3, quantity 2. Quantity 2 units. Similar, at price 4, units of quantity is 1. Now we have to join these points. This curve we call individual demand curve. As the demand curve shows us, as price increases, for example 1 to 2, price increases 1 to 2, continue increasing order, quantity demand declines from 4 to quantity declines 4 to 3. When price increases further 2 to 3, quantity demand further increase, quantity demand is reduced to 3 to 2. When this shows that as price increases, quantity demand is reduced. There is an inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. This we call individual demand schedule. When individual demand curve or individual demand schedule. Individual demand curve, thus we can easily define as it is a schedule, individual demand schedule. Yes, individual demand curve is the representation of individual demand schedule. Based on this observation, we are making individual demand curve. I think it's enough for today. Now in next lecture, I will try to discuss market demand curve. Till that time, you have to wait and watch. I will be return back very soon. Hope for the best. Take care. Thanks. Have a nice day.